In this video, I'm going to show you the power of the 1530 New York Open if you are trading the NAS 100, US30 and BTC USD. But on this day, I started by taking a loss. I entered a bit early, and then after that I was able to bounce back and make more profit than what I've lost from there. So let's get into this thing and see what's going on.
Welcome to RFT Airlines.
Now we are here on the real price charts of the US30. Now this day was interesting because I started by taking a loss, and then after that I was able to bounce back and make more profits than what I've lost on this day. Now let's see. This trade was taken live, with the members of the RFT. So we're trading live on Zoom Cloud meeting. So now let's get into it and see what's going on. So firstly, this day started well by doing the marking 9, right? So most people used to hear me talking about 9 and 15, but today I want to talk about the way the market starts the day between the midnight and 9. This one is so important because this area or this part tells you if the market will be active at the right time or not, and it tells you if will the market behave or it will misbehave at the right time. So how do we see all of that? To keep things simple, I want to see the market trading outside the highs and lows that was created between the midnight and 9. That's what I want to see, because if the market were to trade inside the highs or the lows that was created between the midnight and 9, I'm going to scratch that trade. I'm not going to participate to the trade. Why? Because most likely the market is going to misbehave. What I want to see is that when the London Stock Exchange comes in, I want to see the market react to it by trading outside, going out of those highs and lows. Then after that, I can start to trade from there. So that's the first thing that we need to take note of, that you need to notice from there. Traders, did you know that you can win yourself a full mentorship program from the RFT without having to pay anything? All you have to do is to get to the description of this video that you're watching, and then you'll find a recommended brokers link there. Click on it. It will take you straight to HFM website. Open an account there, fund the account, then after that, trade. After that, let me know that you've done all of that, and then I'm going to put you into our mentorship program, and then you're going to enroll, and then you're going to learn all the trading models, and then after that you can be able now to start to put in 15. Then what you have right here is this was the high, and then the market was able to break out right here, which is the one thing that I want to see. Now from here, what you have is the market that opened in peak one direction, because two things that I'm looking for right here between 9 and 15, I want to see if the market gave me a reversal or a continuation. So right here, the market opened and peaked high and remained at the high right here. So that means I'm looking for a continuation. So now, as you know, the way I jump into a trade, I don't simply just say, okay, since I'm looking for a continuation, therefore I'm going to open and buy. But how I'm looking at it is I want to see the market open, drop 1530 when it clocked in, then after that I can start to go up. That's how I'm doing it. That's how I'm doing it right here. So let's jump into this thing and see what's going on. So we've got the market going up. Now, since we are looking for a continuation right here, you've just got to notice or check the ADR, the average daily range. On this day, the average daily range was fine. The market was operating in line with the average daily range. The market had not yet reached an ADR right here in that case. So it was clear and perfect that you can continue to the same direction, because some continuations are invalid. Not just invalid because they are not a continuation. It's because the market has moved up until it reached an ADR. So therefore, it's so important that you always check that before you can look for a continuation. So now let's play this thing and see what's going on, or what happened. All right, so that's just 1530 down right here. Now, how I entered here at first place was my trade was somewhere there, with an intentions of going up with the market, but then the market kept on continuing to the downside, which is exactly what's happened. So I entered 280 in a trade. I entered 280 in a trade. So I was running away from the like missing out. So that means I can say that like I got hit by the FOMO, the fear of missing out. I got hit by the fear of missing out. And then I jumped in right there. Then the market kept on pushing. And then I was like, no, I can't handle this. And then I closed the trade. Then after that, when the market dropped below, and then it also triggered my second way of entering into the market. And then when it get back in, and then I put everything right here and said, now I'm gonna jump in again right here with an intentions of putting it to previous high, like the recent high right there. That was my first take profit up there. And then it was around 1 to 3.47 risk reward ratio. So therefore I wanted to rise with the market from there, as you might have seen it. So therefore what happened is this. Then the market didn't hesitate. It started to react quickly in this way. And then after that, what happened after that was none of my concern, because the market had reached my first take profit right there. Easy as that. So it was the FOMO that got me taken out at first place right there. If I waited, then I wasn't going to be taken out. Right there. So yeah, that's how I was looking at it in this way all day long right there. Easy as that. As I always say, this is the power of the 1530 New York Open. As you can see, 1530 Open drop to the downside, then I'm gonna oppose it when I'm going up right there. So yeah, easy as that.